How your organs and emotions relate. Have you ever wondered how your emotional state can affect your body's organs? According to traditional Chinese medicine, our body reacts naturally to each stimulus, whether external or internal, generating a whole host of different reactions. What's clear is that our bodies aren't designed to solely carry out the basic metabolic functions of transforming food into energy to keep us alive. In reality, they have to process all the different stimuli they receive. Then, they must generate a positive or negative response. This response naturally has an effect on all the organs that make up the body. Apart from the physical stimuli that the body receives thanks to the nervous system, we also experience emotions or feelings. Even if they seem not to have an obvious effect, they nevertheless provoke reactions that can serve to stimulate or inhibit some of our organs. Although this is usually a healthy process, when our emotions are particularly strong, negative and long-lasting, they can have a damaging effect on the organs and leave them more vulnerable to certain conditions. In this article, we'll explore this topic. Organs and emotions. According to traditional medicine, the process of deterioration of any given organ is directly related to the emotions and feelings that we are experiencing. When one organ is affected, it can have a debalancing effect on the entire body. That's why it's of the utmost importance that we're able to find out the emotional cause so that we can work towards solving it. What this really means is trying to change our emotional state and promote patterns of positive thinking within ourselves. Below, we'll look at a few organs in particular and the emotions that can affect them. The heart and the small intestine, joy. According to ancient Chinese medicine, joy is the emotion most closely associated with these two organs. The heart is responsible for regulating the blood and controlling the blood vessels, among other things. Meanwhile, the small intestine's function is to absorb the nutrients and minerals that come into the body through our food intake. Although a healthy emotion like joy can stimulate these organs in their functioning, an excess can generate nervousness, tachycardia, insomnia, lack of concentration. People who suffer from affected organs tend to be sensitive, extroverted and talkative people. They often find themselves overwhelmed by their own emotions and can struggle to keep their emotions in check. Learning to cope with feelings of euphoria, agitation, excitability and an excess of emotions will aid the healthy functioning of these organs. After all, their health is vitally important for the health of our entire body. Liver and gallbladder, rage and anger. Rage and anger, as well as all the other emotions associated with them, connect with these two organs. Your liver is in charge of storing blood and regulating the circulation of vital energy. Meanwhile, your gallbladder is responsible for collecting and excreting bile. If you're someone who has troubles with these particular organs, it may also be the case that you're a dynamic person who tends to be troubled by excessive worries. You may even react aggressively to them sometimes. Apart from rage and anger, you should also take care to identify and cope with feelings of frustration and indignation. In addition, you should try to bear in mind that a healthily functioning liver produces a generative and liberating energy. Spleen and stomach, obsession. These particular organs are associated with obsession, nostalgia and reflection. While the stomach is responsible for generating nutrition, the spleen forms part of the lymphatic system, fighting infections and maintaining the balance of bodily fluids. People who suffer from conditions related to these organs are usually tranquil and calm, but often have great difficulty making decisions. Lungs and large intestine, sadness. These two organs are strongly connected to feelings of melancholy, sadness and grief. The main job of the lungs is to regulate breathing. The large intestine plays a key role in digestion, the absorption of nutrients and keeping the body's immune system functioning. If you're experiencing problems with these organs, it may be that you are an independent and highly rational person who is given to self-reflection. The result of too much reflection can be physical, with some people experiencing lack of appetite, tightness in the chest and a general sense of apathy. Kidneys and bladder, fear. The kidneys are strongly associated with feelings of fear and anxiety. Their physical tasks include removing waste elements from the blood. Meanwhile, the bladder is responsible for storing and excreting urine. People who suffer from pain and weakness in the lower back, as well as a number of other symptoms, may be experiencing a period of uncertainty in their lives. On the contrary, maintaining a good balance of renal energy can help to boost your confidence in your own abilities. Now that you know which emotions affect which organs of your body, you can focus on introducing patterns of positive thinking. This will make your body more able to heal itself.